Welcome to New Creation Gospel Mission Daily Devotional. Today, Friday, 5th of September, 2025. We are dealing with the topic, Your Good News is Near. Hymn for the day. Hymn 301. God moves in a mysterious way. Memory verse. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Isaiah 55 verse 8. Bible reading, 2 Kings 7 verses 1 to 10. It reads, Then Elisha said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, Tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, in the gate of Samaria. Then a lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of God and said, Behold, if the Lord would make windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate. And they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? If we say, We will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore come, and let us fall unto the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die. And they rose up in the twilight, to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots, and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites, and the kings of the Egyptians, to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and left their tents, and their horses, and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. And when these lepers came to the uttermost part of the camp, they went into one tent, and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again, and entered into another tent, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Then they said one to another, We do not well. This day is a day of good tidings, and we hold our peace. If we tarry till the morning light, some mischief will come upon us. Now therefore come, that we may go and tell the king's household. So they came, and called unto the porter of the city. And they told them, saying, We came to the camp of the Syrians, and behold, there was no man there, neither voice of man, but horses tied, and asses tied, and the tents as they were. Now, the message. God's ways and doings are unsearchable. They do not make sense to carnal minds, yet God's ways are the best. How the siege on Samaria was lifted was not by human intervention, but by the Spirit of the Lord of hosts. With no sword drawn, the Lord went into the camp of the enemy of his people, and made them hear the noise of chariots, horses, and battle, such that they were terrified, and left their camp in haste. The mighty God, who brings the wind out of his treasures, forms the spirit of man within him, and turns the heart of man, wherever he wills, must be feared. How the Syrians' flight was discovered by the 4 lepers through their resolution to visit the Syrian camp, and how they reasoned to bring the good news to their people in the city, were all divine arrangements. Though Samaria had been delivered, yet they knew not. Same way we do not know that God is working on our situation. When the challenging moment is tense, and it seems God is silent, remember that the dawn is next to the morning. Your day of good news is near. Central truth. Don't give up. It is not over. God is faithful, and your miracle is nearer than you think. Let us pray. Lord, take absolute control of my situation and lead me by your Spirit. May the Lord bless His word. Until tomorrow again, stay blessed and rapturable.